on the precipice of an incredible journey. A journey that begins with a challenge, the challenge of leadership. As we are currently a quarter of the way through the 21st century, leadership continues to be a great challenge. And now, as we advance further into the 21st century, our challenges have evolved. They lie on the realms of science and education. We face the imperative to revolutionize our educational programs lest we fall behind the nations of the world. It is a formidable task demanding visionary leadership in every sector: politics, industry, sales, management, you name it. The leadership role is undoubtedly the greatest challenge of our time. So what is leadership? Leadership is the call to rise above mediocrity, to step into a new level, a new dimension. This new dimension brings with it opportunity and responsibility. Leaders are not just managers of tasks, they are visionaries who inspire and guide others towards a common goal. The opportunity to influence, innovate, and make meaningful changes is immense. It's a chance to leave a lasting legacy, to create environments where others can thrive and achieve their full potential. This potential for impact is what sets true leaders apart from the rest. Embracing responsibility is an integral part of leadership. It demands courage, integrity, and a commitment to continuous growth. Responsibility may bring challenges and pressures, but it also fosters resilience and a sense of purpose. Leaders who welcome these opportunities understand that they are the architects of an extraordinary life, not just for themselves, but for those with whom they lead. They recognize that the journey of leadership, with all its trials and triumphs, is the pathway to making a significant difference in the world. And indeed, who wouldn't embrace responsibility if it leads to such an extraordinary and fulfilling life? Let's delve into the refinement of leadership. True leadership is about learning to be strong, but not rude. Too often, people mistake rudeness for strength, believing that a harsh demeanor or abrasive behavior signifies authority and command. However, genuine strength in leadership is about fortitude and resilience, qualities that inspire and motivate rather than intimidate and alienate. A strong leader knows how to stand firm in their convictions and make tough decisions without resorting to aggression or disrespect. This kind of strength is characterized by a calm, composed demeanor that commands respect through its quiet confidence. It involves listening attentively, showing empathy, and being assertive without being domineering. Genuine strength builds trust and fosters a positive environment where team members feel valued and supported. By cultivating resilience and maintaining a respectful attitude, leaders can navigate challenges effectively and inspire their teams to do the same. This balance of strength and kindness is what distinguishes refined, effective leadership from mere authoritative control. Next, leadership requires boldness, but not bullying. We must boldly seize the day, seize opportunities, and seize chances to make a difference. Yet we must not push others around. There's a new level of leadership emerging, especially in fields like network marketing, but it applies everywhere. This is leadership by invitation, not by threat or intimidation. Threats and intimidation only reveal the weakness of a leader and an overinflated ego. True leadership invites others to a better way of doing things. Leadership is also about inspiration. As leaders, we must inspire others to make necessary changes, to strive for excellence, and to get the job done. We invite, entice, and inspire, not threaten. This is a new kind of leadership. Bold, but not bullying. Kind, but not weak. Kindness is often mistaken for weakness, but in reality, kindness requires a special kind of strength. We don't need to be weak to be kind. Sometimes we must be extraordinarily strong to show true kindness. Love, as they say, speaks the truth, even if it breaks your heart. So we must be kind. But we must not be weak. We must also be thoughtful, but not lazy. It's essential to dream, but we must couple our dreams with action. Our feet should remain firmly on the ground even as our heads are in the clouds. Humility is another critical trait. Be humble, but not timid. Some confuse timidity with humility, but timidity is a weakness, not a virtue. It can be managed and cured. Humility, on the other hand, expands our understanding of our place in the vast universe. It allows us to kneel down and speak to a child without fear of losing face. Humility teaches us that while humans are unique, we are small in the grand scheme of things. There's so much more that we don't know than what we do. Be proud without being arrogant. There's a fine line between healthy pride and arrogance. Arrogance often stems from a lack of self-worth. The worst kind of arrogance is born from ignorance. We can tolerate someone who is both smart and arrogant, but someone who is dumb and arrogant, that's hard to take. As leaders, we must understand and teach the basic laws of life. The first is the law of sowing and reaping. Whatever you sow, you reap. This principle applies both positively and negatively. If you sow good, you will reap good. If you sow bad, you will reap bad. You can't plant weeds and hope for flowers. And remember, you don't just reap what you sow, you reap much more than what you sow. This law works in both directions, positive and negative. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, the law of sowing and reaping doesn't work as we hoped. A farmer may plant a crop, tend to it diligently, and yet lose everything to a hailstorm the day before harvest. When this happens, the farmer must decide whether to try again. The law of averages suggests that more often than not, you will reap what you sow. And more often than not is pretty good odds. The law of averages is fundamental. If you do something often enough, you'll get a ratio of results. This principle can revolutionize your approach to business and life. In sales, for instance, if you talk to 10 people and get one positive response, you have a ratio. It might seem low, but it's a start. Over time, as your skills improve, so will your ratio. You might start getting 2 out of 10, then 3 out of 10. You don't need to bat 9 out of 10 to be successful. Now let's apply this concept to leadership. If you are new and not yet skilled, make up for it with the numbers. Talk to more people. Engage with more prospects. As your skills improve, your success rate will too. This is the power of the law of averages. Leadership also involves understanding and teaching the law of faith. Faith is the ability to see things that don't yet exist. It's about turning difficulty into positive reality. Faith does not ignore the negative. It uses it as a foundation for miracles. Faith sees things as they are, but also envisions them better than they are. This vision must be coupled with the act to transform reality. Faith doesn't overblow problems or see them worse than they are. It acknowledges the truth and then works towards a better future. It takes the first steps, seeing what can be and progressively moving forward. As leaders, we must teach people to work with the law of averages and the law of faith to take action and to build a better future. In leadership, we must work with people who deserve our time and effort, not just those who need it. Life operates on the principle of deserve. We should encourage people to take steps that lead them to deserving success. This builds self-esteem and creates a pathway to progress and fortune. Leaders must also recognize that there is both good and evil in everyone. Our challenge is to maximize the good and minimize the bad. By inspiring and teaching, we help others become the best versions of themselves. In conclusion, leadership in this century is about more than just directing others. It's about inspiring, inviting, and working with people to help them achieve their full potential. It's about understanding the laws of sowing and reaping, the law of averages, and the law of faith. It's about being strong, bold, kind, thoughtful, humble, and proud without crossing into rudeness, bullying, weakness, laziness, timidity, or arrogance. It's about building a future where we all thrive, guided by leaders who understand the true essence of leadership. To your success. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.